Last week, we marked the 5-year anniversary of the Carr Fire and the deadly Firenado that caused so much destruction. Action News Now reporter Margot Rowe sat down with a Firenado survivor, one of the last to leave home before it hit.
Justin Sanchez was one of the last few people to escape his home before the Firenado ripped through his neighborhood. Sanchez was in the back of his father's pickup truck when the Firenado hit his neighborhood. He says he and his father were the last two people to leave the area before it was destroyed.
As soon as we pulled out, as I was driving down the street, I seen the whole Firenado moving across the street into the neighborhood. So yeah, and it was almost like it was almost like it waited for us to leave almost, because it was just sitting right there as we went and took everything out.
This is what Sanchez shot as he was leaving his home. He says he took the video not to shoot the Firenado, but to document the last final moments of his neighborhood. Sanchez lost his home and was even stuck in the traffic to escape the fire, but he and his family members survived. Despite it being 5 years later, the impact of the Carr Fire still affects Sanchez and his family, especially when it comes to fire readiness.
We didn't have any water. Nobody had water in the whole line of cars that were stuck, and so ever since then I've kept water bottles always in my cars. In my house, I have a build up to 1,500 water bottles.
Sanchez says he even has fire extinguishers in his cars and throughout the house, 200 feet of hoses, and even a fire tent to use for his two sons. And with fire season here and through his experience, he says the best thing anyone can do is prepare.
I made it. That's what's important. But anybody who's out there needs to know and always remember, don't wait. Don't wait. You know, if it's your pictures on your walls that you're worried about, go make some copies and put some fake ones up there. You know, make some copies and put, you know, so you can just leave your house. You know, keep some water bottles, keep a couple of escape routes, you know, get your fire line done around your property. All these just little things that you can do, you know.
Sanchez says he would consider moving back to Redding, but only if the area he lived in would have more than one exit available when it came to evacuations. In Cottonwood, I'm Margot Rowe for Action News Now. Coverage you can count on.